So welcome everybody. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on the part of the world you're watching this webinar. This is the fourth Forrec webinar of this group of webinars concerning the dive into innovation and performance with Forrec. Today we're going to speak about refrigerators recycling. During the webinar, you can highlight any comments or ask any questions by using the chat below. You should have it on the right corner of your screen. We will reply during the webinar or after it. In any case, you can contact us anytime by using our email addresses. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Luisa Macchion. I'm the marketing manager of Forrec. I've been working with this company for 13 years, and I've seen the company growing following a path which was rich of new challenges, but also full of successes. Today, together with me, Mr. Fabrizio Caon, who is the sales executive for Central and South America. So Fabrizio, introduce yourself.
Thanks, Luisa. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. I have been working in this sector since 1998, and I followed the evolution of the plants over the last 20 years. Forrec, in fact, is now consolidated among the European and world leader in this field of WEEE. It will be a great pleasure to introduce you to the various aspects of this sector. So, Luisa.
Okay, thanks, Fabrizio. So let's speak about today's agenda. Today we will talk about recycling and clearly about Forrec, which is a company closely linked to this word and to this word. We will present you our range of products, our main applications, and also we will focus on the refrigerators recycling, which is the reason of your presence here today. And it is also very difficult waste to deal with, mainly for the complexity of its composition. But Mr. Caon will in fact speak and explain all the different phases to separate the components and the gases. So our webinar will end with some case histories of successful projects and companies dealing with this kind of waste. You can chat, as I told you, during the webinar with us. If you prefer, you can send an email to get more information regarding the focus of this webinar. So before going through the interesting things and the technical part of this presentation, I would like to share with you the satisfaction concerning the growing of Forrec and the success of Forrec despite the COVID situation, so this bad sanitary situation. So first of all, a brief introduction about Forrec. So Forrec's growing certifies that the philosophy that we apply to the market is the right way to achieve a great target. As you know, we are a company absolutely customer-oriented. We paid a great attention to the after-sales service, and all our installation and machines are as unique as DNA strands. That's why we have this picture in the slide. This means that we work and we match our skill with the knowledge of the customer in order to make some kind of tailor-made project with the goal to realize the perfect system to solve the recycling issues that our customer has. We are mainly designers and manufacturers of shredders. And as I told you, we customize the turnkey system for waste recycling. And this is also the argument, the focus of today concerning the refrigerators recycling. So just to explain who Forrec is and our identity, I would like to use these two letters, which are the R and E. R and E as recycling, that is our core business and our missions, of course, because Forrec was born with the ambitious purpose to give new life to everyday produced scraps with the aim to preserve the environment. Furthermore, RE, so RE as a relationship, because we are absolutely sure that a great project is a result of great relationship between supplier and customer. That's why in Forrec we have a team of professionals who pay careful attention to meet the customer's expectations in terms of reliability, performance, and also, why not, operation costs, which is very important as well. And then, you know, we are Italian, and for us, the relationship is really important. We used to forge a strong and lasting partnership. Then RE, so RE again as a research, because behind a good realization, behind a good installation, there are hours and hours of research and design of trustworthy systems from our engineers, who are supported by a database of statistics and performance. And we also share innovative ideas with a network of technological partners. And we look for a continuous update of regulations and market trends. So we commit all our efforts to achieve the best results. Then RE has realized, because every project needs to become a perfect installation to process any kind of waste. So realization also because we need to work on tailor-made solution, something like a custom designed fingerprint to meet customers' needs. Our team develops and realizes turnkey systems for solid waste disposal and recycling, putting a strong and continuous efforts in research. Last but not least, reactive, because we are a company, a fast-moving company in terms of answers, of support to our customers. We supply any kind of parts needed all around the world, because we are supported by 2,000 square meters of spare parts warehouse and stock. We have 10 teams of intervention, call centers, and remote assistance. So we used to assist our customer from the beginning with an accurate consultancy, matching together the experience of our partner with ours. So now, just to summarize this presentation, I would like to share with you this video of our idea of recycling, our idea of production and of cooperation. So please look at the following video, and which explain why we are a step forward with you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I would like just to give you a very fast idea of which are our range of products. So the main families of our products, which are the two-shaft shredders, primary shredders, four-shaft shredders for a better refining, rotary shearing machines, specially studied and designed for the treatment of metal scraps, the multi-crushers, which are perfect for the treatment of municipal solid waste and bulky waste, the single-shaft shredder, which are machines for the refining of the products, the granulators, even deeper refining, and then the hammer mills, which are also for the treatment of metal scraps. So we have a very wide range of applications that and products that we are dealing with, but we have concentrated them in 6 main focuses, which are the waste to energy, the tires treatment, the e-scrap, which is the focus of today, considering the refrigerators recycling, ferrous and non-ferrous material, plastics and wires and electric motors. So a very wide range of products. Okay. So just to summarize, and then we go to the technical part together with Mr. Caon. I would like to share with you these 6 characteristics that say why choosing Forrec. So F stands for fidelity to, of course, our customers. O stands for openness to new market challenges. And then R stands for research and development. So with our technical department mainly focused in. R stands for reply, which is a consistent feedback to our customer before, during, and after the supply. E stands for environmental friendly, which is a constant attention to the sustainability, and C for customized solution according to any customer needs. So now Mr. Caon continues talking about refrigerators recycling. I thank you for your attention. I hope to see you soon in person and wish good luck to all of you. Thanks and see you later.
Thanks, Luisa. And we go on with the technical part of this presentation. I would like to introduce you to this webinar, starting from the e-waste situation in the world, so as to give you an overview of the current world in this type of recycling and the reason to invest in this type of business. As many know, and as we have also seen recently during lockdown, the rapid technological change of the constant growth of electronic products is also reflected in the needs for waste recycling. Looking at some concrete data, we can easily see how in 2016, 44 million tons of electronic waste was produced, 49 million tons in 2019, and the forecast for 2021 is too well exceeded 52 million tons. Truly an incredible fact that we cannot ignore. Therefore, we are talking about an ever-increasing situation and the topics that will be the problem, but also the business opportunity for the next future. A worrying but encouraging fact for future investors is that in 2018 and 2019, only 20% of the world e-waste was properly recycled. Through new regulation and an increasingly stringent control over electronic waste flows, the needs to find a system capable of technically and efficiently supporting the recycling of electronic waste is not an easy purpose. Therefore, the role of Forrec in this game become of primary importance. Let us now enter the technical process of recycling. In the treatment of the end-of-life refrigerator, we distinguish 3 main steps. Steps 1, recovery of gas and oil contained in the compressor and the refrigerant circuit. Step 2, automatic shredding and separation of the refrigerator components. Step 3, suction and treatment of the gas contained in the polyurethane foams. So the components of a refrigerator are numerous and varied, depending on the model, but from the economic point of view, we can easily divide them into components that generate value and components that must be disposed of. The components that must be disposed of are, of course, the CFC gases that damage the Earth's ozone layer, while the components that generate value are iron, aluminum, copper, and plastic that are recovered as their new raw materials. So, one more time, looking at the situation from an economic point of view, we are facing a market with ample investment and profit margin. We, in general, can be considered a real urban mines. Now, the question is, how can we transform e-waste in a business opportunity? First of all, turnkey solution realized based on the needs of your market. We are aware of the fact that in such a dynamic sector, Forrec has the challenging task of adapting itself to the specific request of the client, supporting them with our know-how, which has been consolidated over 20 years with experience in the field. So let's see some details of our technological treatment lines. Before starting, let me say that the largest refrigerator plant in the world is a Forrec product. 120 refrigerating units are treated per hour on a single line. This is a real record. As you can see from the label on the right upper corner of this slide, Forrec installation respect the Wheelabex regulation in terms of fridge separation according to weight and height. We manage the airflow control in the whole line and also a control of the dust which is produced during the grinding process. All the noisy parts are insulated with soundproof components. And the last but not less important, the correct recovery of hazardous gases which are contained in these appliances. So we go directly to the first phase of the technical treatment. The earth of phase 1 is the machine you see in the picture. Through a system of grippers and vacuum pumps, it sucks the oil and gas from the refrigeration circuit and separates them automatically. But there is more. Today, the Wheelabex standard requires that the refrigerator be identified by type, size, and weight. And the dedicated Forrec software does all this by generating a daily report. The first phase is also time we remove the internal components of the refrigerator, such as glass or plastic shells, the rubber sheet, and power cord. Now, let's move on the second phase, starting with a strong loading conveyor that charges the refrigerator on a shredding tower. This conveyor is equipped with a special closure in order to avoid gas escaping from the hopper of the first machine of the shredding tower. Very important note, the shredding tower is equipped with the sophisticated safety system in order to avoid the development of fires and explosions. The following operation is shredding and volumetric reduction. Thanks to the shredding tower consists of a four-shaftshredder and an overlapping double-shaftshredder with powerful pusher, we guarantee a high production performances with an output product that maintains an excellent ratio between quality and homogeneous size. This size is very important for the following phase of the fraction separations. In a shredding phase, the polyurethane is crumbled, releasing considerable quantity of gas. The goal and strength of Forrec in this phase is to guarantee constant and uninterrupted production while keeping the cutting chamber free and clean of gas. We avoid the risk of explosion or fire. The following operation is the separation of the components. First of all, iron, achieved by magnets in 2 different steps in order to guarantee best quality. After that, plastic, aluminum, copper, and polyurethane are conveyed to the granulator in order to reduce the size for the subsequent separations. Now, pulverized polyurethane separated by air in a zigzag separator goes into the pelletizing machine. This treatment compresses and heats the polyurethane foam in order to obtain high recovery of gas. Separation of plastic, aluminum, and copper are achieved at the end of the process by eddy current separator after cleaning from dust. The high quality of about 75% of the product obtained from this fraction consent to easily resell on the market. This high performance corresponds also to the exigence defined in the Wheelabax regulation. In this sense, Forrec works to help the customer with plants that comply 100% to the law in terms of emission limits, registration of treatment, product cleaning quality, and treatment of CFC and pentane gases. So the third phase consists on the aspiration and treatment of the gases coming from polyurethane foam. Typically, we have 2 types of gases used in polyurethane foam of refrigerators, CFC or pentane. These gases can be treated with 2 different technologies: cryogenic condenser with nitrogen or regenerative thermal oxidizer. In this first case, see photo, we recover the gas in liquid state, but cryogenic treatment, thanks to the condensation with the use of nitrogen. But we have also a second option. We can burn the gas, only pentane gas, with an additional possibility to produce energy, which can also be used to feed the whole installation. I would also like to mention that in any case, these types of gases are finally always destroyed with heat treatment. Finally, some other economic considerations. To be considered a good investment, a plant must produce a lot, be versatile, but above all, it must have low maintenance cost. About this, the cornerstone technology applied to the waste is the primary shredder. The special blade that we have designed, especially for the line of refrigerator, allow us to create a boost from the business of our clients. They have particular reportable blades, therefore they have a very long life cycle. This is the data we have collected from our lines currently operating. 750,000 refrigerators in 14 months. It's a really record. 8,000 hours of work without routine maintenance. And finally, an incredible saving of 40% less on maintenance cost compared with the line with regular blades. To conclude the overview of the business applied to the treatment of a refrigerator, I would like you to follow this graph linked to the mass balance of a refrigerator. With the exception of polyurethane that is still treated and reclaimed on our line, the composition of the refrigerator, which has a majority part of iron, non-ferrous, and plastic, makes it an excellent product for the market. The combination of this data, along with the positive gate fee based on the Italian market, plus the technology that Forrec supplies, guarantee a sure profit. I shall conclude this brief presentation by talking about the after-sales service. Thanks to our spare part warehouse of 2,000 square meters and our support team, either remotely and directly at the customer's production site, we are able to support any special maintenance in the timely and effective manner. The focus that I have to aspire to in order to do good business with the refrigerator is to have a solid line, complete with no downtime and with low production cost. And now we move on discussing about some real case histories. In its history, Forrec has already installed more than 50 WEEE recycling plants, of which more than 20 refrigerator recycling systems. Here are some examples. So first case, a plant installed in 2017. This line processes refrigerator and freezers, domestic and industrial unity. The record capacity of 120 pieces per hour, using regenerative thermal oxidizer in the third phases. This is, as you see in the photos, is installed in France, near Chambéry. So second example, installed in 2018, this line process refrigerator and freezers, domestic and industrial unity. The capacity is also 120 pieces per hour, using, in this case, cryogenic technology to recover the gas in liquid form. Next one, installed in 2021 in Italy, the line processes refrigerator and freezer, domestic and industrial unit, near the city of Torino in Italy. Capacity of this plant is 80 pieces per hour and use regenerative thermal oxidizer. Now, two special cases. These are two French overseas territories which wanted to solve the problem of WEEE and refrigerator. Considering the dimension of the country and the number of inhabitants, and consequently their production of waste, they both decided to choose a single line able to process both electronic waste and refrigerator. The first part of the line is divided into two separated pre-treatment, one for the WEEE and the other for the refrigerators. Capacity of the two lines are 3 tons per hour of WEEE waste and 35 pieces of the refrigerator per hour. The two lines are installed in the island, first in the Ile de la Réunion, near Madagascar, South Africa, and the second one in Guadeloupe Island in the Caribbean Sea. It was a really complicated job because if it's true that the shredding phases is similar with both inputs, the issue of gas in the refrigerator requires us to work very precisely to ensure environmental and worker safety. To date, Forrec is the only one manufacturer of this type of mixed system in the world. With this slide, I finished my presentation. I hope it was clear and exhaustive. Now I leave the word to Luisa. Thanks for your attention, and as Luisa told before, I'm available to answer you questions or go through any technical doubts you might have. Thanks again, and goodbye.
Thanks, Fabrizio, for your detailed explanation. Of course, as Fabrizio told, we are available, me and him, for any question and requests concerning technical part. And as we used to say, seeing is believing. So our installation are real, our customers too. So we can show you our technology in action, both in our premises where we have a testing area with the possibility to have to do in-house tests with our own products, or also we can test your material by some warm and hospitable customers who are using our machines and technology. You can also visit our website, forrec.eu, and you can ask for the help of expert to choose a shredder, or also just for a comparison with an experience of professionals to give you the best support concerning the recycling area. You can also have a look at our YouTube channel, which is also updated with new tests and machine working. So we are at the end of this journey, and I hope you will enjoy this virtual tour in e-scrap recycling of refrigerators. We used to say that profit is not a dirty word, even if we are speaking about scraps and waste. As you have seen with Mr. Fabrizio, the recycling of refrigerators is always a very profitable process. So this is our motto, a step forward with you, because we want to stay always next to your requests and your necessity. We thank you again for your help. Now you have other 10 minutes for questions, and we are online to give you the answer. Otherwise, we will get in contact, we will be in contact through the email or other means. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon, both in our exhibitions, in the exhibition that we are going to attend, or also online. Thanks, and see you soon. Bye-bye.